What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Right on Cue Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Chestnut, El Jefe of Right on Cue. And joining me tonight, my barbecue brother, Mr. Keaton Helms of Cook Shack Barbecue. What's up, brother?
Man, I tell you what, it's been a minute.
It's been a stranger danger.
I have been absent, and I apologize, sir. If this was school, CPS, DHS, everybody would have been called. I'd have been put in jail for truancy. I do apologize, sir.
Truancy, my friend. Podcast truancy.
So Little League has taken a hold of our life. I've got 3 kids, and all 3 of them are on different teams. We are at one field one night, 2 fields the other. We are in 17 different places at once, but I'm here tonight, and I'm happy to be here with you, brother.
I'm happy for you to be here too, man. No, I'm in the same boat, dude. I coach my daughter's softball, and so if it's not practice or games, I work till, butt crack it on, then I get to see my kids for a little bit before they go to bed, and I totally understand. I feel like I haven't sat down in like a month.
No. What's your managerial style?
Huh?
What's your managerial style when you coach?
I'm
Bobby Cox?
I'm like, you ever seen Will Ferrell when he was the soccer coach?
Yeah, screaming and kicking.
That's totally me. Like, I got the leopard suit, like, let's go. And like, I treat those 10-year-old girls like they're, Derek Jeter. I'm like, how do you miss that? What do you mean? I look like Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own. Like, there's no crying in baseball.
Got a big old chaw in your mouth.
Oh, at least a bit. I do I've had my grandfather gave me a big old, back in the day, I was like, chew tobacco. Everybody chew tobacco. So my grandfather, he's like, he was a man. Like, he had more hair down there than I do, because he'd take those big twists. Back in the olden days, like these grown men, they take twists, which is the equivalent of like chewing on charcoal trash. And like, he'd do that, and he'd be like, I saw him do it one time. He goes, you want you a twist? I said, yeah. He said, get you a plug. And I'm like, all right. Took me a big old plug, and I looked like that. Yeah, it looked like the Sandalot scene when they were at the roller coaster. I'm just puking my brains out. Just he goes, you want some more?
Sandlot, buddy.
Yeah. That's me. That's me with Tom Hanks. Now,
my grandmother did that to us too, but it was with the snuff. The powdered stuff. Oh, dude, powder? She was like, "Yeah, you put it right there," and you. Oh my God, I was like 10 years old.
Was she a product of the 80s? I mean, what was going
on? This was snuff. She's the product of the 1920s. So this is the stuff way back.
I think they used that medicinally back in those days.
Without a doubt. This will cure anything. Just hit you a little pinch of this, and you'll
little something, little woo. Here we go. A little pepper in a shaker. You know what I'm saying? No. I love it though. I'll tell you what. I love coaching. I love watching little leagues. Like, I used to never be a huge baseball fan when I was a kid, honestly, because I was basketball, football, soccer. But now that I'm coaching, I love watching my kids play baseball and softball. And I think I like softball more than baseball, honestly.
Softball is a ton of fun. So I've got 2 daughters. They both play softball. And then my son, who does not care at all about T-ball, I guess.
Right.
But, he's starting to buy into it. Now he's making pretty good contact on a consistent basis. So, hey, it might click for him and he might really enjoy it. But I know 3 nights ago, it was really cold down here, and he was sitting out in left field just crying. He cried the entire game, and I'm sitting there like, dude, you got to stop, man.
Or playing in the dirt.
Oh, dude, I'd rather you play in the dirt than cry. I'd rather you play in the dirt, buddy.
It makes me so mad. No. Freaking what's up, Killer B? What's up, bud? No, it's so funny. I love watching it, though. It's a good time. Man, speaking of good time, this previous weekend, I got to cook my first barbecue contest of the year. Smoke on the Shore, one of the premier contests in the country. And this year left no doubt. Like, holy crap. Just to let you know, like, the amount of talent that was at this thing. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I probably am not. But I'm 99% sure the top 8 overall in Master Series all was over 700.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was looking at the scores last night.
Drew Davis with a 713.
Hey, man, had to pull it out of the clouds to GC it, man.
I thought, it's just stupid. Like, everything, it was just top 13. Thanks, Gabe.
Top 13. Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of wow, man, I love me some Gabe. He's killing it. But yeah, top 13 all plus 700. I mean, it's just stupid. It was just stupid numbers.
I mean, you just
good there. Davis just killed it. Inconsistent, and then Kith and Ken, like it was crazy because I thought Kith and Ken had it locked up because they were the only team that had 4 calls, and that goes to show you, like even with a no call on one category, Drew Davis still came in there and said, "Hold my beer." 7-13.
Hold it, hey man, it's all about those points. Where you land.
We won Wild Child though, so boom.
Did you really? Did you walk around and collect all the money?
No, he had it already done. It was more money. It was $1,300. I'm like, that's a hell of a consolation prize.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy Cotton got all that money because
did Cotton let you cook the chicken?
He held my hand, but yeah, I got to cook a little bit. Yeah,
chicken looked fire, dude. Look, hey, when Cotton posted his boxes, I was like, Logan did that.
The pork. I got 112th. Like they hated my pork. We got the table of death, and they hated my pork. I think it was not that
same
bad.
Flavor profile.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It's flavor. I don't know. They should like it, but my chicken got robbed. I was on table of death. I won, so we won 3 of our tables. So the 3 of the 4 categories, we won our table, but there's too many good teams there,
Hey,
so it is what it is.
It's a mini royal at that point,
It is. I mean, really, it truly is. But man, speaking of great teams and great cooks. The guest we have on tonight, man, he is a social media sensation, and he knows a thing or two about that grill behind you. Show him that grill. What you got behind you? Yeah, there it is.
Green egg right here. She's a little dirty, guys, but she's beautiful.
Dirty.
You want to see a little peep show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did dirty things.
Speaking of peep show, shout out to our sponsors, Barbecue Bus, Smoky Woods, and
What's
Peep Show.
up?
Sorry, I had to do a plug there. But no, man, I'm so excited to have him on. He's also a part of Team Smoky Woods, so it's a true pleasure to have him on. So without further ado, from the great state of Florida, Mr. Captain Ron Cooks.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing, gents?
Man. What's up, brother? Man, I tell you what, man, did you turn the lights off behind you?
I know it was really quick, pretty earlier. It was nice and purple like 5 minutes ago.
It was a beautiful sunset when we last saw you.
Yeah, when you first got, I was like, "Dang, that's so much prettier." Him and Keaton, I'm like, "Dang, I got to step my." I got some hate from some fans this weekend. Like, man, your background sucks. I'm like, I know. I'm getting it fixed. It's gonna be better. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me.
I think
I like the outlets. I prefer.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's a clean look. I like the clean linen smells and appearances, and it's just super. No, man. But I thank you so much for coming on. I know you're a super busy man, and I appreciate you penciling some time to hang out and talk barbecue with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. It's an honor to be asked. I appreciate it a lot, man. Very good to be here.
Absolutely. Well, man, for the people who don't know, you mind giving us a little, 3-cent tour of who Captain Ron is and how you kind of got into this game of barbecue?
Sure. Yeah. I'm not a competition cook like you guys are, but I do. It's kind of funny. I got a big green egg, and then we started cooking on it, and then this thing is called Egg Fest, and we were all like, let's cook in an Egg Fest, So we jumped into an Egg Fest, and we went, and everybody said, oh, my kids, you should start an Instagram. You should start an Instagram. I said, yes, you should start me an Instagram. So my kids set it up for me, and I just started posting pictures, and man, right place, right time, I think, and just sort of blew up, and pandemic hit. That helped. I mean, it sounds funny, but that helped a lot. I got a job working for Fogo Charcoal during the pandemic. I was doing all their YouTube videos for them that whole time and everything, which that just came to an end last year, but that was a fun run. And part of Big Green Eggs team, part of Tagwood Grills team, like you just said, Smoky Woods just signed on there, and just so much fun stuff going on, man. Like we're doing a lot of live fire cooking now, just having a good old time with it,
How do you like that?
I love it.
I'm interested in that. It's got my attention.
Yeah, it's one of those things. it's one of those things that, like, I have this big Tagwood grill. It's a Santa Maria, and it's got the asado, thing for cooking
You want to
whole
talk about
animals
a
on and stuff.
backdrop right there? If you had that on the other side of the pool over there, just roaring, that right there would have been fantastic.
Give me like 13 seconds, I'll wheel it over here. But yeah, so doing that is really cool. As a matter of fact, I was just telling Logan, we're going to Nashville this weekend to compete in the National Barbecue Association. Having a big conference there, and we're competing in the live fire event there.
Dude, I didn't even know about it. I'm a failure. I'm a failure at life. He told me this. I think somebody else told me that he was going. I just didn't put
It's
two
like
and two
right
together.
down the road from you, bud.
It's 20 minutes from my house. Like, how am I not going to? I know, like, I tell my wife, I mean, she's probably going to be mad at me, but I'm like, I'm going to sneak down there. I don't know.
You got to get invited. They usually only invite people with cool backgrounds, so that's probably what happened. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, you said the word cool and Logan. That just doesn't go together. It doesn't work. No, but I'm here for the eye candy. That's all I'm here for.
That's right.
No, that's so cool. Like we talk about all this on the show all the time. Like we always talk about, when competition cooks. I mean, the main thing is, like, we're losing a lot of great competitions that all of us like to go to, and the main thing is audience participation. And I said, like, there's nothing that I would enjoy more than going to an open fire contest as a guest. Like, going to like a KCBS contest as a guest would be kind of boring. It's pretty boring.
Yeah.
But you go to a live fire one, I mean, dude, I'm in like man heaven. It's like man fire, just I feel like Tim the Toolman Taylor, just grunting.
That's what you do. You literally walk around this thing just go, I mean, insane. We did the Texas Open Fire meetup again this year. An entire steer up on a cross like this, man. 600-pound steer.
That was in Honda, right?
Yeah.
I want to go so bad.
Go. Don't miss out. If you're thinking about it, go to it. It's so well worth it, man. I mean, every big name is there. It's just amazing, man.
Now, there are a lot of sanctioning bodies that are incorporating live fire into it now. Like Memphis in May, being one of the bigger ones, is picking it up this year. Are you going to make it there?
Yeah. Man, I kind of missed the turn in. I didn't realize that they only had 16 teams, and there was a bunch of golden tickets given away already. And so we went to sign up, but they already had the 16 teams all signed up. But otherwise, I was going to be cooking in that. Yeah, for sure. I wanted to be a part of that. So big, the inaugural one at Memphis in May. Come on, So
I mean, there's not many better trophies out there than that one.
You got that right. You got that right. But it's kind of cool because it's really a growing segment right now. It's growing in popularity so much. I mean, they're bringing people out now just to do live fire demonstrations, not even competition. Like at a lot of these big barbecue events, they're just having a live fire arena for people to come look at. Because who wouldn't want to see pigs and goats and shit all up on a rack being cooked? It's pretty primal and it's pretty cool.
I promise you, whenever they create an organizing body for that, I'm signing up. Like I love KCBS, but I will definitely hop on that train. Because I just love, like, I feel like all of us, especially like diehard barbecue fans or freaks at this point, like all three of us are, like, it's just about playing with fire. We're all little closet pyromaniacs, let's be honest. And
there's no closet, buddy. It's out in the
closet. I definitely like anything I do with like play with fire. Like if I'm at somewhere and there's a bonfire going or somebody's got like something cooking, I'm naturally gravitating to that. And I feel like
help it.
Dude, like live fire cooking, like I said, it's getting picked up by a lot of organizations. Like that's gonna be the pickleball of cooking sports. Like it's happening. If you look on all the barbecue competition TV shows, if you notice, they've all kind of shied away from traditional like cooking rigs. They have sometimes some of them in there, but the majority of them all had like what was it, barbecue? The one on Netflix, they had like that.
I think Barbecue Showdown, right?
Yeah, Barbecue Showdown. They had like that medieval torture device that they have where they're cooking all their meats. And I mean, that's some of my favorite episodes. And I think they kind of realized that with the viewer participation, that live fire is where it's at. And I think that's the next monster thing in competition cooking.
Yeah. Well, it's completely different than like what you guys cook now, because I mean, it takes incredible talent and takes incredible patience and time and knowledge how to cook a rack of ribs for a competition. I mean, it takes knowledge and same thing with live fire. Everybody thinks, oh, it's got to be so easy. Man, it's not. There's a lot to it. I mean, cooking a whole goat up on a rack over a fire that you have to maintain that's just built on the ground, and there's a lot to it. When do you turn it? When what skin side, bone side? There's a lot to it. So,
and there's a lot of oops on the front end. And you're learning.
Yeah.
You're gonna screw a lot of meat up.
Well, it's the same.
Why are they
same,
mad
same,
at you? I absolutely destroyed a $500 animal over a fire.
well, it's the same kind of thing as always. You had to make good barbecue. You make a lot of bad barbecue first, right?
Oh,
You,
that's
you got to start
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, man, so like you said, you kind of started your social media presence during the pandemic. I mean, a lot of it, like a lot of Instagram and kind of the algorithm kind of figured out, especially during the pandemic, particularly because everybody was on the phone or on the computer. I mean, it was pretty girls and food content creators. I mean, literally just blew up. I mean, honestly, during that time, and I really don't think it's slowed down. If you look at like some of the biggest influencers on social media, it's pretty girls or cooks.
Yeah.
Like obviously Malcolm Reed was ahead of the game. But I mean, Kent Rawlings got tons of people. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people with, I mean, just huge followings.
Yeah.
You got a huge following, and like it's so fun. Like I love like Keaton. He's fantastic with the content, and you're fantastic, and I'm terrible at it.
You're
So
good, buddy.
I love all of it. So kind of tell me like your mindset when you're going to like create a dish. I mean, obviously I know you do it professionally for certain organizations and companies like Big Green Egg, and you said Fogo, right? Fogo charcoal.
Mhm.
You were originally, now obviously with Smoky Woods. But what's kind of like your mentality? Because obviously there's only so many things you can cook. For I mean, before it becomes the same stuff.
Sure.
What's kind of like your kind of setup, and what's kind of some of the challenges you run into?
Well, it's turned into, it used to be you could just be cooking a steak and take a couple decent pictures and put it on there. You're going to get some followers. It's not that anymore. I mean, it's work. Everybody's, oh man, you're so lucky. What do? You just film a little bit and then make a post, and then that's your whole job. I'm like, man, I work more than you do. You know what I mean? It's like, no, if it was that easy, everybody would do it and everybody would be good at it. But it is something. It is a process, and it sounds funny, but it's hard continuously coming up with something new and something different. And what I kind of try and do is I'll try and take a spin on something that I've already seen, or even an old, like I'll take some of my mom's old recipes. I have her old recipe book. I'll take her old recipe book and convert something from the kitchen and make it out on the grill and adapt it to that, or try and come up with a different spin for something. But I also try and when I got into this guy. Kurt Halls, who owns Caribbean Seasoning Company, he told me, he said, you know what, you want to do well at this, just help other people. Help people learn. Take what you know and teach other people. And really that's kind of what I tried to base my content around, is not just, oh look, a steak and I can cook it on fire, but how do you cook that steak? Is it indirect? What is indirect? What's you know what I mean? Give some knowledge out there too, and help others. And that's really, it's so freaking rewarding. That was nice. What I liked about doing a YouTube channel was that people tell me all the time. They're like, man, you know what? I had that Big Green Egg and I couldn't figure that damn thing out. And I couldn't use it, and I was going to get rid of it. Then I watched a couple of your videos, and now my kids want to come over every Sunday for dinner. I'm like, man, if that's not the biggest, I mean, look, it raises the hair on my arm.
Goosebumps,
Like,
baby.
yeah, I mean, because what what do you do out there right now? There's so much negativity out in the world, and all of a sudden we're doing something to help families come together and sit at a table and talk to each other. Whoa, what a novel concept. But to me, it's such a great reward getting that out of it. So that's why I try and keep it a little educational based. I have stupid sense of humor, man. I got the dumb dad joke humor, and I throw a lot of that into there, and I just try and I try and be the same guy when the camera's on as when the camera's off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm just not a good faker. You know what I mean? It's got to come out authentic. Otherwise, you guys are gonna be like, that guy's full of shit right there, man.
No, I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm glad you said that, because honestly, I feel like some of my favorite people that I watch on YouTube or watch on some of their podcasts and whatnot. I mean, I feel like it used to be people would put on an act. I call it like the Sham Wow effect. The Sham Wow guy. I mean, granted, it is other
You mean you don't like his personality?
yeah, extra curricular activities probably helped him with his personality. But he come on, he's like, yeah, what's going on? And like, I mean, that's not him every day. It could be, but I don't think it's that him every day. But like, eventually, yeah, but no, I mean, eventually, I mean, people, recognize real and people recognize fake. And I feel like, and my favorite people are like the ones that are real. And like, if some people have like a snippy attitude or kind of a smart aleck, and if that's them, and that's fine, just own it. But if some people are just goofy, like you're saying, like kind of goofy and kind of just fun, and just don't take themselves too seriously. I mean, I love that. Like my favorite like shows and content, kind of how I wanted to base kind of this show on is more just like 4 guys having a conversation, and it's just like you're part. I want it to feel like you're part of the kind of bonfire.
Yeah.
And I think that's some of the most successful parts of it. Obviously, you add great content, and obviously the editing that it takes to put together your shots. Like I said, I mean, it's definitely not just take a picture and boom, click that subscribe button. It's definitely
so much more, man.
That went the way of $1.79 brisket.
Oh, I know.
Bring that
Yeah.
back.
It's definitely not that, but it's a lot of hard work and a lot of angles and I mean, it's artwork. Honestly, it's a lot of art that goes into kind of what you're doing.
You know what happens? I did recently is I went through a little period. And I just like went and cooked. No cameras, no anything. Just went and cooked, and I ruined myself. I completely ruined myself, man. I'm like, man, cooking is fun. Holy crap! Who remembered that cooking is actually fun?
I know, but like, do you like? What's your mindset? Because I know, I mean, obviously, I mean, there's days when, I'll be honest, there's days when I do the show that I'm like, man, I have so many other things I need to be doing, but I enjoy being here. Once I get going, obviously, I enjoy the conversations, enjoy hanging out with everybody, but it's the build up before, like, oh man, I got to do this and this. But, is that kind of has with you? I'm sure there's some days like, I don't want to cook a dang thing. Give me a pizza and just leave me alone.
That really only happens on days that end in Y for me,
Yeah. I hate those days.
I mean, but like, today I had to film, I filmed something for a turkey company, and like, I wanted to do anything but do that today. Like I literally wanted to do anything except that. I was like, I think I'll go get my root canal or something like that. But you know what? It's what I was taught. How do you improve and how do you get better and how do you grow? When you want to do it, do it. When you don't want to do it, do it. When it sucks, do it. When it's great, do it. Just do it. Just do it, man. And it's hard. This is my job now. I work from my home. I don't report to anybody. This is what I do full time now. And let me tell you, man, it's easy to lay in bed in the morning and get caught on here and go on Instagram for 4 hours. And I mean, it's really easy to do, and it takes a lot of discipline and it takes. It takes. No, I don't think everybody can do it. I find myself really having to push myself, and I tell my girlfriend and my kids, I'm like, man, if you see me, push me, okay, push me, because I need it sometimes, man. It gets old working with camera angles and doing this and doing that, and you take the steak off 7 times to flip it, and then change the angle, and then change the. You know what I mean? I know it sounds stupid to complain about, like, we should all have such problems, but it's a pain in the ass.
People have no idea how long it actually takes to cook a steak while filming and having decent angles and production. Absolutely. It takes forever, and you're over here like everybody's like, "Is food ready?" No, not yet. Give me 45 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah. You do what you have to do to get decent content, man.
That's right. Yep. We have a phrase in our house: the camera eats first.
Yeah, every time.
But so what I've learned to do now is I make enough, then I bring the food into the family, and I stay outside, finishing up my pictures and videos and things like that. So. But
I equate it to like, so me and Keaton both played sports in college, and people, it's easy to watch people on TV like, oh man, they're so lucky, their job is to play basketball or play football and something like that. Like, yeah, that's awesome. You don't see that, thousands and thousands and thousands of hours they put in to get to the place they're at, and all the the 80-hour weeks they put in beforehand, no life, to be able to play in front of you so you can enjoy and drink beer. It's
absolutely.
I mean, you make it look easy. And but what they don't see, what they pull the curtain behind, is all the crap that you've gone through to kind of perfect your art, and get the different angles. It's art, like I said, it's definitely art. And I now that the more I've been into this and kind of seeing what it takes, just talking to guests and whatnot, I appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah, and social media, it's just like anything else. You get out of it what you put into it. If you can make it look simple and make it look easy, man, you're doing a really good job at it. Then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If people go, oh man, what do you work like a half hour a day? That's actually a compliment.
Yeah,
because it looks like it's either a compliment or man, your shit sucks. Really, like put a half hour into it. But I mean, what I mean is that if it looks so natural and like that, then that really means I'm doing my job well. I think. But
absolutely.
yeah, there's a lot to it. That's for sure.
Well, cool, man. Well, and like I said, doing what you do, and obviously it's so cool. Uh, but it definitely grants you opportunities to do other cool things with other cool people. And one of those things that you recently did is something I want to cook so bad that friends of mine do. The contest from Burton, the W
Baron
sauce,
Burton,
Baron Burton.
Baron
Thank
Burton's,
you.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
went
Mhm.
to the
they do.
Keys.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got to do the keys contest,
yeah,
and I definitely want to touch base on that because I mean, every time Bob and Mo come to deer camp, they always
I
brag
just
about it.
got goosebumps, my boy. I
Yeah,
can't wait to talk about this.
yeah.
yeah,
We talk about how contests are dying and contests are cool. Like there's no cooler contest I think out there than that one. And kind of
yeah.
tell your experience about that. Kind of tell how it all sets up and whatnot.
Well, I've been really blessed. I've been involved with it since the very first one. I got to meet Baron Burton's when they were just starting W Sauce, and we actually cooked next to each other at an egg fest. I met them, and I was really early on with them. And like I said, luckily I've been so Big Green Egg was always a sponsor of it. They supplied all the grills, and so what it is, if you don't know what it is, it's always been a 3-day event, and like the first day. There's teams of 4, So like I've always been on Big Team Green, Big Green Eggs team down there. They stopped doing it this year, so I was on Team W Sauce this year actually. But so it's a day of fishing. You have multiple teams of 4. I think there was 17 or 18 teams this year, or something like that. Teams of 4, and you each have a private charter boat that you go out fishing on, and you get points for how many species you catch, for how many different how many fish you catch. There's a different bunch of different categories, and you gather points for that, and then traditionally in the past, the second day we get up early in the morning and we all go out and we go lobstering and catch lobster down in Key West. And then at noon, we all meet at this place called Marvin's Key, which is a sandbar 7 miles off of Key West. That, like in the past, they brought 25 Big Green Egg Mini Maxes out there, and there's all the tents and turtle boxes out there with jamming speakers and music going, and all these different things. And everybody, now you're cooking your catch, you're cooking. Somebody always brings out. This year was ground beef. They've had ribeyes out there. We've had tomahawks out there. But you're standing you go out there, it's just this big beach, you're standing up on the sand and everything like that. And all of a sudden, an hour later, the water's up past your knees and the grill is like this far above the water line. And you're standing there cooking lobster and fish and stuff, it blows me away. I'm a backyard barbecue guy, I don't have the barbecue, resume that you guys have of cooking competition stuff. So I'm just a backyard guy, but like when I got into this, I'm like, man, one day I hope to be in the same room as Tuffy Stone. I hope to meet Heath Riles someday. The biggest thing was the first year. We're sitting there cooking. All of a sudden, Heath Riles didn't even know. He goes, "Hey, Ron, come here, man." He goes, "Come here. You're a lobster guy. Taste my lobster. Tell me what you think." I'm like, Heath Riles just asked me to taste his lobster and tell me what I think out on the sandbar up in Key West. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, it's real, man.
Thank you.
This is actually really happening. But it's mind-boggling. The first year we were out there, I said to TFTI, Tone Ramirez, I said, hey, what do you think everybody else on Instagram is doing right now? He goes, they're wanting to be us. That's what they're
Yeah,
doing right now.
without a
It's
doubt.
yeah. So then we do that, and then we cook out there. We have like this year was like a little People's Choice out there. They sell tickets to it. And they have run pontoon boats, barges out there, and bring people out there, and so it's a big party on this sandbar. Then we come back and you kind of start prepping for the next day. And the third day is an actual competition out by the thing. It's not a KCBS or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's judged by I think like Sonny Moody, Tuffy might have been. I'm not sure, but they got like 5 judges, and you had pork, turkey, beef, and smoked sausage this year were the four turn-ins. So like we did Bama Grillmaster was on our team. He had smoked sausage. He did a smoked sausage donut bread pudding. Good
Oh,
God, man! How that didn't win overall in itself, I have no idea. But this is going to tie into something you guys were talking about a minute ago. It was ribeye, so I took the ribeyes and I shaved. I brought a meat slicer down. I shaved them and we made them into cheesesteaks in the Keys. Added some special things to it and kind of amped it up a little bit. Chuck Flavor Train, he was on our team. He took the turkey. He made a chiapino, which is a seafood soup, And let me tell you, man, it was so freaking good. And then the last person on our team was the Dark Side of the Grill, Mel, and he had ribs, and he did an Asian fusion rib
Oh,
with actually crunched up Bucky nuggets on top. Actually, real good.
oh, heck
You
yeah,
know,
man.
Oh
oh, it
my
was
god.
so good. So, but we got so bummed because we didn't get a call at anything. We didn't get first in any of those things. You know, we're like, oh man, we didn't get first in fishing or anything like that. But what you guys were talking about earlier was that we got enough points in everything that we took second place
Mhm.
overall. So we were
Yeah,
reserve grand champions, and we never got a call at anything. You know, so
yeah.
but it's all about consistency. You know what I
It
mean? We did
is.
well across the board. You know, so that was cool.
Mhm.
But this event, if anybody out there is ever thinking about going, go. It's worth the money. It's worth the time. It's worth the trip. It is like it's like nothing else out there.
Is it open or I thought so? I thought it was primarily like sponsored only big teams. Like you had to be
It
invite
is like
only kind of there.
for cooking. I believe it's an invitation only. But you can buy tickets and you can go like
Yeah,
attend the barbecue. You can attend the
yeah.
cookout on the sandbar. You know, and there's a lot of other stuff that goes on. So there's a lot of people that go out just to be spectators for it too. You
Mhm.
know.
I mean, I'm down
So.
for that too. I mean, you have me at. I mean, I'd rent a jet ski and just be like that weirdo, like attacking Survivor Island. Like, hey, I'm here. Oh no, this isn't where I parked my car. Oh,
Yeah.
hey guys.
This year was so cool out there, man. They had it's never happened before, but all of a sudden, all these kite surfers were out there, like on the surfboards with the big parachute kites and going there. So they were
Uh-huh.
going, and all of a sudden, they're just going across the sandbar where it was, and right between the tents. It was just, it's like mayhem, man. It's insane.
You know, the next thing you got to figure out is how to get that live fire aspect put into play out there in the water.
That
I
would
don't know
go
how you're gonna
really
do it,
deep,
but you
man.
can
Yeah.
do it, buddy.
I don't know, man. That would be pretty cool, though.
I mean,
I'm
no
down for
fire
that.
hazard, right? So
I would
there you
think
go.
that. I would think not. No.
You're surrounded by water, buddy. There's
Dude, I
not
got it. You get a shopping cart, and you flip it on its side, and you put noodles all around it, and Shazam, you got it. It's outdoor cooking at its finest.
that right
All right,
there
thanks for
matches
having me,
the
guys. Take
outlets
care
on
now.
your
Yeah.
wall.
That's a homeless Jimmy Buffett out there. That's what he's like. I can do that.
Dude, all you need are just giant metal platforms that you can throw logs on and just, hey, I
Yeah.
tell you what, next time, just bring me down with you. We will get this
exactly.
thing
We'll
rolling.
get some redneck. I'll go redneck MacGyver. You know,
Yeah.
I'll put my Tiger King, mentality and go down there and kick ass.
We'll get it together. Don't worry.
Oh, that's too funny. That's too
No,
funny.
that's awesome, man. That's such a cool contest. And speaking of
It's-
Bear Burton, man, what there's certain things in life that or certain companies or certain kind of products that you just don't really think of ever touching. And
right.
I mean, Worcestershire sauce is pretty wrapped up. I mean, Liam
Yeah.
Perrin, I mean, it was one of the best. I mean, it was the standard,
Like if
across
it
the
doesn't have a
board.
paper bottle, you're not using it, right? A paper bag.
Yeah,
bottle, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the standard. I only bought that. I told my wife if she bought the other stuff, I'm like, no, return that crap.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I tried W sauce, and I was like, son of a beast.
Yeah.
I'm like, this stuff is incredible.
They did it.
And it is too. Everybody says
so
it's really
good.
good. Yes, it's really as good as everybody says it is.
Yeah,
But it's not like a regular Worcestershire. It's not like the Liam Perrins though. It's got the little texture to it. It's got some body to it. It's got that umami to it.
It's
but
like a blend of A1 and that's it right there.
you just
Perrins
nailed
and
it.
A1. That's it right there.
That's
it goes
exactly what I was
so
going to say.
good on pot roast. I put it on my pot roast. It's so good. I put it on
It's so
everything.
good.
Everything. Mashed potatoes, whatever I got, I'm putting it on.
My family always liked my briskets. I started using it as a binder on my briskets. And all of a sudden, my family, they started asking, and I didn't say anything, All of a sudden, like, what are you doing different? Your brisket got even better. I'm like, yeah, I really put some extra time into this.
Yeah. It was a 7 grain pepper.
Right.
It's a very special grind.
That's right. Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Hey, we've all done it. We've all lied through our teeth. They're like, what secret recipe you're doing? I'm like, oh, it's a family secret. Italian burger helper. No.
Oh man.
Yeah, where'd you get the secret recipe? It was on the back of the bottle. I don't know, but no,
There's a
no,
thing here there's a thing here at Florida Outdoor Expo, and every year they have a thing. It's like a 2-day competition. It's pork butts. They supply the pork butts. Everybody cooks pork butts, and you serve pulled pork to the masses, and it's a people's choice, you know. So we're telling everybody, hey, this is our special homemade. This is our special homemade Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce, like that. We took just a regular store-bought barbecue sauce, threw some Dr. Pepper into it. That's what we served. It's our special Dr. Pepper
Hey
sauce.
man,
We didn't lie. We didn't
no,
lie.
dude. Well, look, in competition barbecue, like Sweet Baby Ray's is a cuss word to us. And
Hmm.
a buddy of mine, I'm not going to say who he is, but hit one contest, he was just getting beat up in ribs. You know, he's getting beat up in ribs, getting beat up in ribs. He said, you know what? Screw this. So he literally just used Sweet Baby Ray as his sauce for the competition KCBS. He got third. And I'm like, you son of a beast. I'm like, I mean, it's just you just gotta play to your crowd, I guess. You know, it is what it is. But it's so funny. It doesn't. You don't have to be something fancy or special. I mean, it's just good barbecue is good barbecue.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
So, like I said, bringing it back to kind of like your love for cooking in general. Like,
Mhm.
what kind of like where'd you start at? Like, what grill was your first grill? Like, what was your gateway drug into cooking, and like where has it kind of led you now?
I'll start at the beginning. So when I was 3, I had no, no, no. So I mean, I've always just really, really been into cooking. My grandma, I had an old German grandma who just cooked. Man, she just cooked. So I always used to love being in the kitchen cooking with her. My mom was a good cook. Just always enjoyed it. And then in high school, I worked in a pizzeria, and what I fell in love with. I fell in love with creating something, handing them that slice of pizza, watching them take a bite, and go, "Oh man, that's good." I was like,
Yeah,
just
it's a drug.
injected in my veins, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. So I don't know. They say like at 35 years old, men either have to get into World War II history or smoking meat. So I decided to go to smoking meats route. And I bought myself a little bullet smoker, a little
yeah,
charcoal bullet smoker,
yeah.
and put out some horrifically bad barbecue with that. And
You're
I'd
proud
always
of it
heard
too.
about the big green. Yeah, I'd always heard about the big green egg. So I was going through a real crappy time in my life, divorced, and just a crappy time. So my parents stepped up. They bought me a used one for my birthday one year, and I started using it a little bit. I was kind of enjoying it, and I'm kind of one of those people that I have to know how to do it, I have to know how to figure it out, so I kind of figured out how to use it pretty quickly. And then, like I said, we went to an egg fest, and man, I got addicted to the community. The community. They say like the big green egg world is a cult. Well, yeah, it probably is.
very much.
Count me in, man. Count me in. I'm in that cult.
Drinking the
I'm a
Kool-Aid.
leader in that. I'm a leader in that cult now. I love cooking on it. It's not. I'm not going to say it's the best smoker. I'm not going to say it's the best grill, but for me, it's the best all around piece of outdoor cooking equipment that there is. For me, what I mean. I don't
Oh
knock
yeah,
anybody. I
it's
don't
a
knock
hell of a
anybody what
cooker.
they're cooking on. Yeah, So, but I got really into that and realizing that if I can cook it on a stove, if you can cook it in your oven, if you can cook it on a camp stove, you can cook it on a grill. I can cook it on my egg. I always say I can literally cook anything on my big green egg, and yeah. So I just kind of just I'm I have a very addictive personality, man, and I like a lot. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. I like a lot. Give me water, I want a lot. Give me beer, I want a lot. Give me steak, I want a lot. So, once we got to 29 cookers in the backyard here, we said we got to kind of tone things down here.
Excuse me. How
I've
many?
My
eight,
hero.
yeah, 29. Yeah, 29 at
I
one
got
point.
one, two,
So, but I got,
29.
I've got 8 eggs back here right now, as a matter of fact.
you
So,
you have
so
all the sizes.
no, I don't have all the sizes. I got a bunch of different larges. I got a couple extra larges, and I got a 2XL. So we do different kind of things. Sometimes do some catering. Sometimes, so I just there was one time I think I've had them all going at one time. But we've got griddles. I've got a couple live fire grills. Like I said, I got that big massive tagwood back here. Got a griddle. We've got a couple Weber kettles, Artiflame. Got a new Ring of fire pit. I like toys, man. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
really
you can
like
never have enough.
toys. Yeah, exactly. Hey, 29. How come we didn't have 30? Well, I didn't find a good enough deal yet. Yeah. So, but no, it's too expensive to buy my girlfriend flowers whenever I buy a new smoker.
No, isn't that the truth? Like my wife. So I don't know if you saw this, but Outlaw Smokers. I don't know if you've heard. Have you heard of Outlaw Smokers?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw they had the double drum, their hog cooker that just came out.
I need it.
Yeah. I told my wife, I said, don't look at the credit card statement next month. And she said, what? And I was like, and I'm like, I don't know. She goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I may get a smoker. And she goes, what do you mean? I'm like, and she's like, don't you have enough smokers? I'm like, she said, she told me, and this, she'll probably kill me if she don't watch my show, so I don't care. She said, you change your smokers more than you change your underwear. I'm like, oh, thanks, honey. I appreciate that. I mean, you can, that's the thing. Like, you can never have too many smokers, and I'm always attracted to the next best thing. Like, I'm like you, like when it comes to smokers, like I just love all the cool stuff. You're always, I mean, I feel like, are you like me? You're always on the hunt for the perfect smoker. I haven't found it yet, but I'm still going to keep trying.
I wouldn't say the perfect smoker. I think that each different one has different purposes. Like, you take a barrel, I'll cook whatever you want in the Big Green Egg, but man, hang some ribs or hang some chicken quarters in a barrel. Ooh. You're not making better chicken or ribs than for me. Anyway,
it's a hell of a chicken cooker.
I don't know what that is about hanging. I don't even eat chicken quarters, and I'll make them in that barrel and hang them in the cotton gin, and boom, it's just like outstanding, man. It's so good.
It's that grill flavor.
Each different cooker kind of. What's that? I'm sorry.
I said we're all drawn to that grill flavor. That the drippings on the fire, and that's the thing about the Big Green Egg, man. It's so good. So when I first started competition cooking, that's what we did. We had a bunch of guys that was in a bourbon group, and we all had Big Green Eggs. We're like, hey, there's a local barbecue contest, so let's just go down there. And we all brought our Big Green Eggs, which, as you know, they don't travel very well.
At all.
No, not well at all.
Yeah, and they're not cheap. So we risked it every year, and we never broke one. So
wow.
I know, I'm impressed.
That's cool.
That was our greatest feat, was not breaking one. But yeah, like that's what we kind of started. It was like the Big Green Egg kind of. I was part of the cult. Like, I got my father-in-law on it, and they're just fantastic cookers. Like, they're great pizza cookers, and they're so versatile. And they hold temp because of how insulated they are. It's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about them, is that, today I was grilling some ham steaks, and then a couple of days ago I was smoking pork butts on the same thing. You know what I mean? So they're just so multifunctional, really. I love them. I love them the best. I had a different colored egg type grill at the beginning, and then I got the green egg, and I don't know, it's something about it. I kept going to the green one every time. Then Green Egg reached out. And they're like, we'd like to put you on the team, but you're going to have to get rid of that red one. I was like, consider it gone.
Deal. Marketplace.
No. Yeah, exactly. No. But it's cool because there are so many different kinds of smokers out there, and they're all most of them are good for something. Each one can have its own little specialty, but I like the ones that are kind of really. I like the egg because to me it is a really good all around grill. But I'd like to get a big trailer offset or something like that. I want to do some more catering. Because you're not making a better brisket than you'll make on that. To me that's just the ultimate brisket cooker. You know what I mean? Well, I'll make you a really good one on my egg, but I don't think you're going to compare it to a 500-gallon offset smoker.
So my dad got us started on grilling with the Big Green Egg. And you said earlier, some people get frustrated because they didn't know how to get it started. And that brought back memories to me because my brother and I, my parents went out of town, and my brother was like, you want to grill something? I'm like, I don't know how to turn that thing on. And he's like, we'll figure it out. And he goes out there and he lights it up, and he goes back inside and comes back out an hour and a half later. He's got it left wide open, and he goes, it's reading 0. I don't know why. And he lifts it up, and all the facial hair.
That's a rite of
passage. And I'm
passage.
like, okay, well, I guess it's hot. and my dad comes back and he goes, what some vulgar language. What happened? Where did my gasket go? He had melted. He had burned the gasket completely off.
Oh my God.
Gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I say all that to say my dad was cooking briskets on his Big Green Egg, and they were too dang big to fit on it. So he would prop it up with like a brick or something in the middle just to hang. Yeah. Do you do that, or do you trim your brisket down completely?
That's a great trick. Yeah. So basically what you're talking about is like the brisket is too big to fit on the egg. So you put something underneath it like this and cook it over it like this. That's a great way to do it. You know, because a lot of people go out and buy the large egg, but then they realize they want to cook an 18-pound brisket. Well, it just doesn't fit very well, you know, because you want to keep it over the deflector, you know. And that's a great way to do it, actually. Yeah, that's something I try and teach people a lot in my classes, is that if it's too big, don't cut it down, man. You pay good money for that meat. Let's cook it, you know. So yeah, that's a great way to do it, because it makes it smaller this way. You know, yeah, it raises up a little bit, but who cares?
It's still gonna cook.
Yep,
Still gonna
absolutely.
eat.
That's an eater, baby.
You can use a rib rack. A great way to do it is put it on a rib rack. You put it over the top of a rib
there
rack.
you go.
You know.
That's
Then
call.
yeah, because then, like, if you put a piece of wood or a piece of brick, now you got a big area on the meat that's not getting any smoke. It's not getting any, you know, like that. If you put it on a rib rack like that, then now you're getting heat and smoke to everything.
There you go. Hey, you learned something, man. I appreciate it.
I'll send you a bill later. No, you know what? The cool thing that I love is like doing this, you know. And I've picked up more tips, like talking to people like this, like we're talking right now, being on a podcast or doing something like this and talking, and all of a sudden this comes out, I'm like, no way, how did I never think of that? You know, like, Keating, so many people don't know that trick, you know, they just don't know it. And it's when you say, like, how did I never think of that? You know, but yeah, it's great.
You know, one thing I loved when I had my big green egg was the Dutch oven cooking. Like the amount of stuff you can do on a Dutch oven in a big green egg is unlimited.
No doubt.
And yeah, I got my lodge for one Christmas. Like, my wife's like, "What do you want for your?" I was like, "I want a Dutch oven," and I said, "It's got to be, you know, it wasn't a cheap one, but it was a really good one." And I was like, "Shoot, that's what you want?" I'm like, "Yeah," and she got it. I'm like, "Dude, I spent 2 weeks out there just burning through recipes and YouTube recipes and like just doing just stupid stuff on my egg, and it's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good."
You know, like about Dutch oven cooking on there is doing like a lot. I do a lot of OTT cooking, over the top cooking. So you put the Dutch oven, I put my veggies in the bottom, put a rack roast top, and then put my meat over on top of the Dutch oven. So for the first couple hours, all those fat and everything's dripping down into the vegetables, getting them all softened up and just adding layers of flavor. Like, I do a pork butt. I'll do it like I'll smoke my pork butt like that, and then instead of wrapping it, I'll just drop it down in there, drop it into all of its own drippings, put the lid on the Dutch oven, and finish it up like that. Man, is it good? I mean,
is the pot empty, or
it's got a high fat content? But
you put onions and stuff in there, or what?
I have, sure. You know, stupid things. You ever see a recipe for Mississippi roast?
I live in Mississippi. Oh yeah.
Okay, the stick of butter, ranch, au jus, right? You know, do it on there, but do it OTT. Put everything on. Like, I put onions, pepperoncinis, put all that stuff in the bottom. Cook your chuck roast or whatever up on top. Let it get some smoke for an hour or so, and then drop it down in there and finish it up like that. Woo, that's good stuff right there, boy.
You're giving me some ideas here, buddy. I appreciate it.
So happy I had dinner before I came on the show. I didn't like that's the downside of this kind of operation. Like, at work, I don't get to eat much, so sometimes I don't eat. I eat dinner after the show, and then I have conversations about like recipes and food, and I'm like, I can imagine it in my head. I'm like, oh dang it! I'm over here I'm like, you can hear in my stomach like going on. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. Like, you talking about that? I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so good. No. So let's kind of go back to like your Florida. So obviously seafood plays a huge part in the Florida scene. What is some of your favorite like crustaceans or fish that you like to cook? Like, what is Captain Ron's favorite cook?
So there's a fish down here called a hogfish. A lot of people think it's in the snapper family. It's very similar to snapper, but they really don't bite on a line very much. They mostly have to be speared, you know. But it's such a delicate, white, flaky fish. It is. So I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not a big fish eater really, but man, I'll eat that all day long, twice on Sunday. I love me some good scallops, and I'm a lobster guy. I've been catching lobsters for years, man. I've been doing it since I was a kid, so we love to go out and catch some lobsters and. I'm just a lobster. I shouldn't say I'm a lobster lover. I've come to enjoy them a lot. My family really loves lobster.
Now, are you originally from Florida?
No, sorry. I grew up in New York. I grew up in Long Island, New York. So when I was younger, we would get the lobsters with claws. Now down here, they don't have claws. They just have spines all over them.
You're a snowbird.
Yes. Well, I moved down here in '89. I was 20 years old when I moved down here. I just gave away my age, but but yeah, it's I've been down here long enough now that I don't see. Well, I'm not a northerner anymore. Now I'm officially. Well, I say
Yeah,
a southerner, but the funny part where I live, we live in just about one of the most southern tips of the United States.
you're not the
But if you want
South.
to go, if you want to go to the south, you got to go about three
Yeah, you got
hours
north.
north of
You got to go
here.
north.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
like
Yeah.
that's like people like. I think it's funny. I have a buddy of mine. He's from Miami, and he always jokes. He's talking about so I'm Southern this or redneck that. He always says, "Hey, you're such a redneck." I'm like, "Man, you're more South than I am." He goes, "I ain't South."
No, man. No, no. I was like,
He's
oh,
like,
South Florida, you get some good chitlins and fried chicken down there. I'm like, no, but
"No,
we'll
you
get
gotta go
some
north
We
of
are
that."
not the
we'll
South.
get some killer chicken parm though.
Yeah.
Oh
That's so
man.
funny, man. No, I told my wife, I said, I love Middle Tennessee. Nashville area has been one of my favorite parts of the whole country. It's such an awesome place to be, and the weather's tolerable.
Yeah.
But man, if you could get me near a beach, I told my wife, so I'm not leaving here unless it ends in a Carolina. Because
Yeah.
it's like I love the Carolinas. Like I love the ocean. I love looking at the ocean. I love eating the ocean. I love all the ocean things, but I'm not going near a damn beach because I hate sand in my toes. But
It's like,
I love the rest of it. Like I'll be at the pool out there looking at the water. That's totally fine. But
yeah.
like I love. Like I told my I'd be so much healthier if I lived near the water because I would eat nothing but seafood. Because up here everything's fried and it's delicious
Yeah.
and ooey gooey, but down there, like
Sure.
I can totally just go to like up here we have meat and threes where it's just fried chicken and some great soul food cooking. Down there though, you got great fish shacks.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so jealous because I would go there all the time.
You like living in Nashville though?
Love it, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely love
Where do
it.
you live, Keating?
I live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
I get to look at the water every day. and
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
gross.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
Well,
but you're in
disgusting.
Mississippi. It's not the same water.
It's
That's
not
that
the
brown
same.
water.
It's not. We all those Midwestern people that like to pollute the Mississippi River. We get what is in there.
all the way down,
Yeah.
all the way down.
Right now, there's like a don't get in the water advisory because of brain eating amoebas. So yeah, we don't get in the water down here. We
Yeah.
just
Brain,
kinda
wait,
look
brain,
at it.
Brain said brain eating amoebas.
Yes,
That's not a
real
huge
thing.
danger in Mississippi, is it?
What's it called? I don't know. What
Just see, there you go.
Vibrio or something like that. I don't know.
Golly.
Yeah. Welcome to
You fish-
Mississippi, boys.
Do you fish
Yeah.
much there in Mississippi?
I have. I hadn't recently. I've got 3 small kids, so I just haven't
Yeah.
gotten out. I do.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of fishing out front. I do a lot
Mhm.
of fishing on the bayous and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah.
a freshwater fisherman myself. Now I do enjoy saltwater seafood.
Mhm.
I don't get out much. I go on a lot
Yeah.
of cruises.
Uh-huh.
So I'm on the water quite a bit cruising, but that's a
Yeah.
totally different aspect
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
sea
Yeah.
life.
This is freshwater right behind me here. We're getting a lot of nice largemouth in there, peacock bass. We got snakeheads. You ever seen snakeheads?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
now those are
I've caught
invasive.
them. I've caught them like this, man, like this big around back there. Yeah, they're
Do
invasive.
you eat 'em?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
do they
I don't really-
taste
I
like?
don't, you don't really want to eat much out of the lakes here, but every once in a while we'll clean one up and eat them. It tastes like I hate to say it tastes kind of like snapper. It's a
Okay.
clean white flaky fish. Like in Asia, it's a delicacy. Nobody wants to eat them here because they're so damn ugly and they're just nasty looking.
Now
But
they're not bottom feeders, right?
no. They are predatory fish. Like I'll catch them on a topwater lure, because they just eat on reaction. They don't even hunt. They just eat by reaction.
Now y'all have had, and we're pivoting from barbecue to seafood, which I'm good with, but
Totally
y'all
fine.
have
Totally fine with
an invasive lionfish. Those are pretty prominent now.
Yeah.
Along the eastern coast.
Yeah, all these things are a result of aquarium fish. They're literally all a result of aquarium fish. The snakeheads, the lionfish. A lot of stuff. Everybody just thinks, oh, I can just let them go. Well, enough people let them go, they're going to start multiplying. And there's another one down here called the clown knife. It's just this little cute little aquarium fish. They're catching them like this big now, like 15, 20 pounds. Yeah, they're monsters.
Well, then you got the python too, man. You got the little cute little ball pythons. The freaking you got it's like literally
The cute little
anaconda going on down there in
pythons.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, and then iguanas. We have iguanas like mad out here. Actually, I brought one down to the Keys. We hung it from the big Santa Maria down there and cooked that.
Now, do
baby
those
up,
eat
too.
like chicken?
Yeah,
They're
similar.
bony.
Yeah,
They're
it
bony.
sounds funny, but it's kind of like a saltwater chicken, if that makes any kind of sense. So almost akin to gator in a way, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went down to Aruba, and that's like a delicacy there, and like I always
Yep.
try to eat the delicacy wherever I go. And
Mhm.
dude, it wasn't bad. Honestly, they made it was a little bony. Like they didn't clean it great, but it didn't taste bad at all. Like my wife tried it, she liked it.
What's the best way to cook an iguana?
Skin it and smoke it is really the best way. Like we brought some to the open fire meetup a couple of years ago in Texas there, and we smoked them up in the big green egg actually, and then we pulled all the meat off and we put it into a pozole and made it into like a Mexican soup.
So hot and fast, low and slow.
No, I think low and slow is probably a little bit better. There's like you said, there's not a lot of meat on them. Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on them, and it can really get dried out pretty quick. So you want to go a little bit lower temperature like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
But,
no, so let's go back to grills because I love toys.
Okay.
And that's exactly what they are. Obviously, you love the big green egg. Big green egg is fantastic. Big green egg. If you're watching, we love you. But
yes, we do.
no, that's right. Yeah. Anyways, so big green egg's fantastic, but obviously there's a lot of toys in the world, right? And there's a lot of great grills other than the big green egg. What is one of your most favorite types of grills to cook on that you have? Say for like a party. Say you're having a party, you're having a little fiesta at the house of Captain Ron's. Like, what's something for entertaining the crowd?
So it's kind of a cool one I have. It's called an Artiflame. It's like a cone-shaped grill. The top of it's just basically a big flat griddle. It's got a hole in the center where you can feed wood and charcoal into. But it's basically just a big griddle. That's kind of cool because you can make like chicken skewers and everybody gets to cook their own chicken skewers, or it's neat to cook a steak on there because everybody can flip their own steak, and it's just kind of a good party grill like that.
Yeah.
But the Santa Maria, that's always a good one too. You can knock out a lot of stuff on there and make it look cool. Hang some fruits and vegetables from it. It makes a nice show for a party and things like that too. But I'll tell you the truth, man. You can't go wrong with an old Weber kettle, man. I'll tell you what, man.
I mean, the best burgers. This is the best burger grill on the market. I don't think there's a better burger grill than the Weber kettle.
Hard to beat, man. Hard to beat. It's just a great griddle. I mean, a great grill. I mean, all around, you can do anything on it. You can smoke a brisket on it. You can cook a hot dog on it.
I know.
And
no, like everybody asks me like, what grill should I get? What rub should I get? What I'm like, if you have no other grills, you need to start with a Weber kettle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once you learn that, then you advance to the bigger and better stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to get that square one from Walmart. I'll go. You can buy another one in 6 months when that one rots out. But you can buy a Weber kettle once and have it for the next 20 years, whatever you want.
I've picked Weber kettles up off the side of the road that were on their last leg, and they are still kicking. Matter of fact, I compete with one right now.
Is that right?
BCA.
Really?
I picked it up off the side of the road 6 months ago because they were like, "Oh, it's trash." No, it's not. No,
I believe it. Yeah,
it's fine.
I've got one too that I picked out of the neighbor's trash, and it's still going strong. But they're not that cheap anymore, though. Either a Weber kettle, man. Oh man,
it used to be like $40.
Yeah, like my daughter's boyfriend wanted to buy one, so I'm like, oh, we'll go to the local grill store. I'm connected with the local grill store to give my people a little discount. I'm like, come on, we'll go there. I'll get you taken care of. Yeah. It was like $275 for the Weber kettle. I was like, wait, what? When did that happen?
I got my wife got me the American flag one for Father's Day, and I was so excited.
That's cool.
That
was like $200, man.
She loves me,
They're cool, man.
I bought the 26-inch right after COVID, and I paid like $500 for the 26-inch, and I think since then it's gone up maybe another $50-$60.
Have you seen a copper one? Have you seen the ones that like it's like a copper, dude? They're getting to be like it's like limited edition, like they're going away with the popcorn buckets. Like they're figuring it out. Like if they throw the word limited in front of it and edition after that,
people will buy it.
Charge double. Yeah, and like it's like I'm not lying to you because you know how it is. I mean, we all like shiny things. I saw the one. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a big one, and it's the copper. It's like a copper sheen to it, and dude, it's sexy.
My neighbor's got one. He's got it.
Does he?
That's cool.
Yep.
I'm jealous.
You want me to walk over there and get it?
I do. Would you just go steal it? I mean, I'm not above stealing it. No. Maybe.
They are cool. You ever see how about that? Is it the one that you bought? That's not the Rancher, right? That's even bigger than that.
The Rancher. Good Lord.
Yeah, those are massive.
What is that, like 73 inches? Like you could put me on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
So last year we were leaving Memphis in May, and I was there with Fogo, and we got back, and they gave me one. I was like, yes, I was so excited, But the whole thing was packed up, and that was right when I left Fogo, So I brought the van back and everything like that. I was like, they gave me this big grill, and they're like, well, take. I said, it's buried in that van. It's yours. You could just have it. I was like, and
No.
I've been kicking myself in the ass ever since then,
What
man.
are
I was
Oh
you
like,
my
man,
God.
doing?
I
Where'd the
know.
van
Well,
go?
listen,
I'm going to get it.
but you know what though? It's one of those. I need room. That's a big grill, man. That thing is really big for something that honestly I
So
probably wouldn't use all that much. I have a 2XL egg, so it's not something I would use very much. And it's there. I'd rather get a big live fire like that Alamo one there or something like that.
yeah.
You're
It doesn't
probably
take up
looking
that
at
kind of
2
space.
giant bags of charcoal on that ranch.
A lot,
Easily.
yeah. It takes a lot.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
probably what, a bag and a half on your double XL
Yeah. I'd say probably at least one bag.
at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Like
But you
a
know what?
20
I
pounder.
could burn. But even in that thing, I could burn one bag for like 24 hours to still
Yeah.
have charcoal
Oh
left.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Like people don't
so it's not
realize
like
that.
yeah,
Like that's the beauty of green eggs. Like you can do a cook and people are like, "Well, you're wasting." No, I'm not, because I can get
yeah,
probably another cook and a half on that.
sure.
And like people don't realize the efficiency that those things really do have.
Yeah. Well, the
Um,
nice part is you get done cooking, you just shut down the vents within 5 or 10 minutes. That fire's completely out, and the charcoal is
done.
just waiting for you to use
Yeah,
next time.
yeah.
But yeah,
And
in my XL, I've loaded it up. I mean, I fill them up pretty much as high as it can go whenever I'm
mhm.
cooking. But I've cooked for 27 hours straight in there and still had maybe maybe a quarter of a charcoal basket
Wow.
left, or maybe a little bit less than a quarter. But yeah, 27 hours at like 250 degrees. Never added anything to it. Never did anything. So I mean, they
What were
are
you
they are super
cooking?
efficient.
Yeah. What the hell?
But
What
I
the
had to
hell are
do.
you cooking for 27 hours?
I did pork butts. Then I had a brisket in the fridge. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna cook it. So
Fuck
we
it.
cooked the brisket
Let's
too.
do
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
boys.
Like, hey,
I love
it's
it.
burning. Let's go, baby.
No, dude, I've
My
done that.
note,
But you're go ahead.
my off button doesn't work so well sometimes.
You ever done that? I've literally like my wife was gone away from a girl stripper. Like she took the kids and went to her mom's house or something for the weekend or something. And I'm over here and I'm like calling my guy friends, like, what you want to do? I'm like, go to the meat store. You bring the meat. I'll cook it. And they brought all kinds of stuff over. I'm like, I don't care what you bring. You can bring a whole animal. I'm going to cook this thing. Cause that what'd you do? I'm like, I drank beer and I cooked meat. And it was a fantastic day.
Doesn't get better.
It doesn't. Like, there's nothing
That's
better.
great.
Like, all right, I'll ask your opinion on Captain because, like, you're an expert in all things backyard Q. I've heard the old story, and a lot of people have done it in the past. Have you ever added onions to your charcoal to add an extra flavor to your meat?
I have not. No, I've heard it and I've seen it, and I see the charcoal briquettes now come out with flavors and onion flavor and all like that. I've never done it. It's
It
not to say
smells
it
really
doesn't
good.
work. I'm just, yeah. I mean, listen, man. I always said this, man. If I open a restaurant, I'm just going to have a giant pan of garlic and onions sauteing at
Onions,
all times, and
y'all.
just blow that out, so, to draw people. But yeah, I mean, I can't see why not. To me, it would kind of make sense because onion is made up of little water pockets, basically. So I would imagine that you kind of it's kind of
Yeah,
releasing that moisture up into it. I would think it would probably work well. Who
I
knows?
know. I always like I've heard of some big people do it, and I've also like just backyard Q lore. It's like throw an onion in the fire pit, or it's one of those old
Sure.
like offset kind
That's
of
big
tricks.
in Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it?
yeah, just throw some onions in there. I mean, I know a guy who literally like when you cook for a barbecue, like a big event, like you don't cook it on site. Yeah, it's already pre-made essentially. You're just pretty much warming stuff up at certain depending on how big it is. But I know a guy like when he used to do fairs and stuff, he would have the pit going and he would throw a bag full of onions in the firebox, and he'd get a pound of ground beef and throw it on the grate. And he said just for smell, just the smell of something like because people always smell. They're like, "Ooh, that smells good. I'm gonna come over
Mm-hmm.
here." And he does it all. He's like, "What's on the grill? Oh, it's full of stuff. I can't open it. If you're looking, you ain't cooking." And he'd have nothing on there but like ground chuck and onions in the firebox and selling all the other stuff.
I love that. That's awesome.
Do what you got to do to get them in the door, man.
Hey,
That's
man.
right.
P.T. Barnum said, "You're sucker born every day, right?
Every
You got
minute.
to find
Yep.
that sucker."
Yeah, man. Yeah,
No, but that's awesome, man. So I kind of want kind of navigate. I got some fun little questions I want to ask you, and
sure.
it's kind of usually at the end of the show we kind of talk about We'll do like little rapid fire questions, but I got some questions specifically for you that I think would be kind of fun. So, look at him. He's excited. He's excited.
I'm going through a tunnel. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Oh, so sorry. No. All right, man. So let me ask you a question. It's one question we ask on every show. If you have a meat Rushmore, if Captain Ron, could chisel out in stone the 4 greatest inspirations or influencers or people that you look up to the most in the barbecue world, who you put on that mountain?
Man, you're gonna get me in trouble on this one, man. You're gonna
get me. It's everybody, man.
And you can only pick 4. I only accept 4 people. I don't accept no more.
I'd have to put Tuffy up there. The man just can cook anything, and just the nicest guy you ever want to meet in the entire world. Heath has been a big inspiration to me. I've always looked to see what Heath Riles is doing. He just, he's world pork champion, Man can cook anything, and
a great cook.
Again, just nicest guy in the world. 2 more, huh?
2 more.
It's funny because my world is influencer based a lot. And I realized I just put out two cooking there, but
your comp cooks, I know, but
who has been we kind of started off the same time. He's really blown up big though. Is Mel on Dark Side of the Grill? Do you know who Mel is?
I know
we've been friends we've been friends forever. I mean, he's been to my house. He stays here, and we've become really good friends. We kind of started off the same time, and we helped each other along, and we throw recipes off each other. So I'd probably consider putting him up there. And man, who else? Who else? Actually, Jess Pryles. Jess Pryles, I'd probably think I'd put up there.
Hell of a person for barbecue, man. She's done some
meat scientist, can cook anything, real super friendly. You ask me tomorrow, it'll probably be a completely different list, to be honest with you.
You got 4. That's your 4, and I'm
those are the 4 that popped into my mind.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
And Matt Pittman.
Nope, 4. He don't count. No, he's not bad. He's decent. He's from a great state of Tennessee. I'm just going. Originally, he's from Tennessee.
He's done okay for himself.
I don't know if you knew that. He's from Tennessee originally. But no, I saw him on Jimmy Fallon. I'm like, man, that's so cool. Like representing barbecue on the main stage is pretty neat.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right. So going back to the Big Green Egg, I always kind of bring back because I love the Big Green Egg.
Mm-hmm.
What is one accessory that doesn't come with a Big Green Egg that you think is a must for all backyard grillers? Because there's a ton of accessories.
The expander system. The expander system. It gives you 2 racks. It can make it 2 zones. You can have direct, indirect. It is the absolute greatest accessory ever made for the Big Green Egg.
This feel thing right here.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I feel. I mean, they can't raise the price on. They're already expensive enough. I get it. You know what I mean? But like, if they could give that with every egg, it should, because there's like 500 different configurations you can do with it. Like I said, I was cooking earlier, and I had a deflector on one half and direct on the other half. So you can if you want to reverse sear a steak, you put it on the indirect side. And what I do then is I take my steak off, set it on the plate on the side, get it opened up, get it ripping hot, and then seared off. And then I can cut it right off the fire because it's already got its 10, 15-minute rest while I'm heating the thing up, So the expander system is definitely my number 1 answer for that, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And the kick hash bucket's pretty cool. And then also I'll be honest with you, I think and this is my opinion alone, not Captain Ron's opinion. I think the pinwheel on top of the Big Green Egg is terrible.
It is terrible.
It's okay. It's a terrible thing. That I always put. I forgot what it is. It has it's a stainless steel, and it's got the lid. And
it's made by smokeware.
Yeah, like that needs to be. Good. They need to get that accessory.
Well, Big Green Egg came out with a different one now. It's called the regulator. It's just got a sliding top like this. It's
that's a lot better. But the pinwheel was garbage, because I can't tell you how many times I opened it up and it
wide
open. Yeah,
that's the one.
It's terrible.
But if you put it on there so that the words are in the back and you line up the pin with the letter N, it gives you 100% open. So
it works.
No, I know that, but the way it was, I can't tell you how many times I've ruined meat. But I opened it up, check on it real quick, probed it, shut it back down, and I walk away and I come back and that thing's wide open and I go like, it's like 500 degrees. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
1,500.
Can I tell a quick story real quick? We were talking about before about getting that thing going and opening it up and having no facial hair, So here I am, Mr. Big Green Egg, teaching classes and everything like that. Well, the largest at the time, they were the largest Big Green Egg dealer in the country. They're in Melbourne, Florida, called Wassey's Meats, right? So they have me up to teach a class there. 70 people, right? We're doing prime rib. So I'm inside teaching, and they got them out on the grill. So they said, okay, we're getting ready to sear them now. So we got these eggs really cranked up. I said, class, who wants to go outside and see these things get some fire on this meat? It was like, oh, yeah. So here I go. I lead the charge. All 70 of us go out there, and we go out to the cooking area. That thing's ripping at like 700, 800 degrees. And I go, check this out. And I just opened that sucker up and
done.
A fireball in my face. And I'm like, and I'm teaching the class. Okay. That's just like, oh my God, man, unbelievable. That was a very humbling experience. I'm all feeling, I'm teaching a class here.
Somebody in the background going, jackass.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was my girlfriend.
That's only my wife. She'd be like, what a loser.
Who is this guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's hilarious. All right, man. Let's go back. If Captain Ron, like when you're cooking and you're presenting or something, and you can have a theme song, what song's playing for you?
Ooh.
Whoa! Flight of the Valkyries. I
like it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Either that or something by Sublime. Something by Sublime, probably.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
The original with Rome.
Probably the original. I'll go with Bradley if I had the choice.
That's fair.
I saw a lot with Rome, man. I thought he did a good job.
With Rome.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw some new stuff, and I'm like, I thought that dude died. No, that's his son.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Sounds a lot like him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not like being a fan of Journey and like didn't hear about any of the breakup and come back and you're like, when did he become Filipino?
That looks different, right?
That boy can hit note for note though.
No kidding, man. No kidding.
No, absolutely. All right, man. Let's go back to putting you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
You obviously, you're king of the grill in your neighborhood and your circle of friends. What is one thing somebody brought to you that they asked you to try that you had to grin and bear it and lie to them to their face that about it being good? And what is one lie that you tell to people when they ask you for advice?
Wow. Tripe for one thing. Somebody brought tripe one time, and it's
grilled tripe.
Yeah, it was so bad.
I like tripe.
I don't like it to start with. And it was
but grilled.
I don't remember. This was a long time ago. I don't remember if they had it like.
You told him it was good
or something like that. No, I didn't even lie and tell him it was good. I told him.
You know what? I respect you even more for that.
You know why? Because there was no hiding it, man. Like I couldn't. It was so bad. I mean, just so bad.
Did he think it was good?
Yeah, I evidently,
I never respected
him. Oh, this is like my grandpa's recipe, and he okay, we'll try it. It just looked weird. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember how it was. I feel like I remember being stuffed almost like a saucer, but that wouldn't kind of make sense. But I don't remember exactly how it was. But no, it was just terrible. That's what it was terrible. So I don't like it to start with. So, but. Let's see. And then one lie that I tell people, good Lord. Sure, I'll cook you your steak well done.
Dude, that right there is so true. If somebody asks me for a well done steak, I'll undercook it and be like, oh, so sorry. Oh, the grill shut up.
Microwaves that way.
Yeah. Oh, it's already cooled down. So sorry. You're going to have to eat it like a man.
I don't have to lie. If they ask me to do that, no, I'm not going to do that. You can. I'll leave it on there for you. You can go pull it off. I'm not about to mess it up.
I'll tell people. So listen, the egg is very expensive because it's basically self-controlling. So once that steak hits 125 degrees, it just ejects it automatically. I'm sorry.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It's a safety feature.
I'm
right.
like the great philosopher Hank Hill. I'll tell him, Bobby, you look at him, politely ask him to leave.
Too funny.
Awesome. All right, man. I'm gonna put you on the spot here again. You have, exorbitant amount of grills, which I'm jealous of. By the way, I'm definitely not hating. I'm definitely I'm in the same realm with you. But if you could have 3 grills to last you a lifetime, and you can't repeat one, what are you keeping for the rest of your life?
I'm going with my XL Big Green Egg. I'm going with the Tagwood Santa Maria, and I'm probably gonna go with an offset smoker. That's probably my 3 that I would do, because the egg I can pretty much do anything on. I don't know. But you know what? No, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that last one to a griddle. I really enjoy griddle cooking.
Yeah, but I hate cleaning a griddle.
Yeah, that I do.
That sucks.
I do. Yeah, and I usually have to do it before I cook because it's always rusty. I don't
every single time.
I'm not that guy. I just can't seem to get it right. I don't know, but I do really enjoy the process of cooking on it.
Can I get my onion volcano with a side of tetanus?
Yes, you may, sir.
All right, hey, let's be all honest here. Cook while you're cooking on your hibachi. Tell me you haven't been drunk and you're on your griddle and pretend like you're a hibachi chef.
Every God, time. Of course. Yeah, it's kind of. Wait, that's not a requirement.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to do.
That's like mandatory.
The amount of food I've wasted trying to throw it in my pocket. It is what it is, boys.
Landing in my hat. I can't flip the shrimp in my hat. Yeah.
I want to get a hat. I want to get a hibachi hat. So whenever I do cook on a griddle, I'm like, ho.
My dogs get excited when they see me open the lid to the Blackstone because they know there's going to be a lot of food wasted in me attempting to throw it.
Dogs are like, we love the Blackstone, that one.
That's the one thing about that Art the Flame grill. It's like you said, it's just a flat griddle, so there's no side to it. There's nothing to prevent it. I lose more food off the side. Like if I'm sauteing mushrooms or anything like that, I know it cut up twice as much as I need because half of it's winding up on the floor.
And don't let it have liquid because it's just runneth over.
It's going everywhere.
That's so true.
Oh, you've seen me cook.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right. The state of Florida is known for some pretty good food down there. And there's plenty of good restaurants in the state of Florida. Tell me one restaurant that you think is underrated, and then tell me one restaurant you think is overrated.
Wow.
Yeah, this one will get you in trouble.
Man. Like, does it have to be a known restaurant? Or...
I mean, no. Like, I don't want chain. Like, you can't say like Famous Dave's or something. Or give me one that people are like really brag about, like, not the best, and it's something that no one ever heard of. You're like, man, that's the best food I ever had.
Well, actually, I'm gonna actually throw underrated to a barbecue joint up a little further up the coast, up North Florida in St. Augustine, called Smokin' D's Barbecue. Man, they make a smoked turkey and an Alabama white sauce. I've never had it as good anywhere as I've had it there. I mean, it's just
nice.
It is the best. Like, it's about 5 miles off of 95. But if I'm going north on 95 and I'm going past there, I'm going that 5 miles off of 95. And that's not how I was brought up. I was brought up that when you're traveling on the road, you get off to get gas and you get back on. You know what I mean? So like,
it's worth the detour. Like, you're saying worth.
Don't you roll that window down?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's probably my underrated. Most overrated is probably. Most overrated. I don't even, I hate to say I don't have an answer for that, but I don't really have an answer for that.
Good answer.
I'll let it slide.
No, that's boring. And
don't get yourself in trouble, man.
No, that's fine.
I want to come up with something good.
I asked you before the show, anything off limits. So I always
Ruby Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. Oh, Applebee's. I mean, if you said no chains, Applebee's is by far the answer.
All right, for those you can do chains.
I don't get Applebee's. I just don't get it.
So
the Waffle House on I-95.
Yeah. Watch your mouth. You do not talk about Waffle House in a negative way. I will cancel you off the show.
Teething on thin ice.
Covered, smothered, and chunked your ass off this show. I swear.
Excuse
But
me.
if you want to go to chains underrated, Texas Roadhouse, highly underrated.
Hey, dude, that's not underrated. That's cinnamon butter. You put that cinnamon butter anywhere, and I'll eat it.
Man, you can't get a bad meal there. I'm not going to say you can't get a bad meal though, but man, I always have a consistently good meal. I don't order steaks out anywhere. I'll actually get a steak there if I had to. But man, they make
another good talk about. Let's talk about chain steak restaurants that you can get a pretty decent steak, because 99% of them you can't. Outback Steakhouse, not bad.
It's a good one.
They
not just bad. Do little sirloins, man. They're solid.
Look out. Yeah. No, the seasoning, man, the one about me, it's not bad.
Look at him. He's shaking his head.
Well, it was nice, boys. I got to get going.
No, I'm kidding. All right, man. Last question.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Very serious questions. No.
Oh, boy.
God, you know what? I just went like this. No, I'm lying to you. It came back. Ooh, there we go. It's back.
Got it.
No. All right, man. If you're going to cook a hot date, you got your girlfriend, you're trying to really impress her and really throw some game her way when it comes to feeding her belly. What meal, like what meal is Captain Ron cooking? It's gonna be like, how you doing?
On the grill?
Oh yeah, on the grill.
I'm gonna go with scallops piccata. I make a really mean scallops piccata on the grill. Really mean. Got to grill the lemon and everything, though. You know what I mean? Everything's every part of it's got to be grilled, and then you get the scallops nice and crusted in a nice cast iron. Oh, man.
Have you done content on that yet?
I have. Yes.
I'm gonna go and find it, and I'm
gonna check that one out. Yeah, I mean, if that's the one he's trying to get lucky on. That's the meal I need to learn how to make.
I'll do whatever I can, boys.
I mean, as a married man, I'll bring out any trick in the book. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, fellas.
So simple. It's so simple, and it's so freaking good, man. But like I said, get a good char on those lemons. Cut the lemons in half or even quarters, and get a good char on there. It adds just that little element of smokiness to it. God, it's a good meal, man. Oh man.
No, all right.
Or any
Go ahead.
I
remember my last question. I'm sorry, it came back to me. I was like, whoop. There we go. No, another one. I'm gonna put you on the spot. All right. Obviously, you follow a lot of content creators when it comes to food. And whatnot. What is one thing that you think is stupid that certain food content creators do to make a shot? Like what is one thing you think that it's just overdone or should keep it out of your toolbox?
Here's my steak. Why is everybody slapping their meat for?
I love to slap my meat on film, so don't look at my content,
Keaton,
buddy.
This is no time to advertise your OnlyFans, okay?
Stop. No, say that's my only cam account.
If I definitely my only cam account. I would.
I can make you on. The sad part is I'm actually guilty of doing it myself. It's just so stupid, but I'm like, people love it. But it's just so dumb,
No, my thing is, here's one thing I think is moronic. And if I see a content creator do it, then I'm never going to follow them again. You see them, they cook this brisket. It's a lot of times it's the reels, you know what I mean? The quick little 30-second reels. They'll cook the brisket. They'll do their whatever, salt, pepper, blah, blah, blah. And they pull it off. And then what they do, as soon as they pull it out the grill, they cut it and then squeeze it like, oh, look at the juice. Yeah, other than squeezing the brisket. Yeah, there you go, TNS. He's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, squeezing the brisket. How moronic is that? That
you want to impress me? Brisket. Want to impress me? Squeeze the flat. Let me see you squeeze the flat.
Yeah, I'm squeezing the point. It's always the point. It's always the point. It's like, oh, look how juicy my meat. I'm like, no, I bet that's trash. I'll bet $1 million that is hot garbage. I wouldn't serve that at Buc-ee's in the bathroom. That's
yeah. Oh, no. God. Well, there's an old thing that we said, food only has to look good for the gram. It doesn't actually have to be good,
Exactly.
There's a lot. I've had shit that, like, in my refrigerator, I'm like, oh, man, that meat went bad. Well, might as well make some content out of it at least, or something like that. It's so bad.
What did it taste like? I have no idea.
I have no idea. Yeah. Well,
you ever do that? You cook something and throw it straight in the trash?
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Yes.
I did that last night.
Yeah.
Cooked it, made some content and then threw it away because I really hate stuffed pork loin with cream cheese. I just don't like it, unfortunately.
Stuffed pork loin with cream cheese. What else was in there? Cream cheese.
I put some pineapple in it. I mean, the flavors were okay. I mean, I did taste it, but afterwards I just threw it away because it just, I don't know, man. That I now have an aversion to hot cream cheese now. I don't know. It's real strange. It's just not good for me, man. I don't know.
Do you like smoked cream cheese?
I do, but it's not liquefied.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
I mean, you got to put Captain Ron's over top of it.
Hold up. Is that yours?
No, Captain Rodney's. You talk about Captain Rodney's?
Or Captain Rodney's.
Yeah, Captain Rodney's,
yeah.
Hey, man, don't tease me like that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask for your
that's
autograph.
mine. Oh, yeah, that's mine.
No, like, Killer B said the same way I was going to say. Like, the judges did the same thing with me after I got done cooking my food. They just threw it straight in the trash. Like, nope, that sucks. No.
You ever have a sandwich out of Philadelphia? It's an Italian pork sandwich. Italian pork. It's got broccoli rabe and sharp provolone on it. Look it up, and you want to stuff a pork loin? Butterfly it open, saute that broccoli rabe layer with sharp provolone, roll that back up, and then cook it like that. But you got to marinate the pork loin first, like an Italian marinade, like with herbs and oils and like that. Talk about deadly. I mean, it's deadly. It is good.
I'm gonna make Bob do that next time he comes down to deer camp. Like that's gonna be something like he's gonna cook that for deer camp. Oh, that sounds so good.
I want to come to deer camp. I just want to come to deer camp.
No, come deer camp, man. You got an open invite, man. You're more than welcome. Cool. Come hang out with us. Come cook.
Yeah.
But
so
we're
actually thinking.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna check out Nashville this weekend when we're up there because we're actually thinking of leaving South Florida, Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, something like that. We're thinking
Nashville is awesome. I highly recommend. I'm on the outskirts. Nashville's cool to visit, but the suburban, the little burbs outside of it, like Murfreesboro, Franklin, Brentwood, they're the really, really nice one. That's where
now you're talking. Yeah, I don't want to live in a city. I literally don't want to see my neighbor's house. I want to be.
Yeah. No, you'll like that area. Yeah, hit me up. I'll give you all the deets. But
cool.
Man,
that'd be cool to meet you this weekend. I hope you'll come.
I'm definitely going to try to sneak out there for sure. I'll bring the fam and definitely try to. You have to set aside some food for me. I mean, you'll come pick from me.
We can do that.
All right, buddy. Captain, thanks so much. I'm calling you Captain. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. This is the time of show where I like to let you talk to the audience and tell them where to find you. And also shout out to your sponsors. I know you have quite a few sponsors. Eskimo Brothers. We're both part team Smoky Woods. Check out Smoky Woods for all your charcoal needs and fuel needs. So go ahead, take it away.
Absolutely. Well, you can find me same name on everything now, Captain Ron Cooks. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I mean, you name it, YouTube. I think I said YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I don't use it very much, but all the things I'm on there is Captain Ron Cooks. Huge shout out to Big Green Egg. They've done so much for me. That's kind of really. You know what? Spaceman knives has been treating me really good lately. I don't know if you ever seen or used the Spaceman knives, but man, they are just kick-ass knives. But so
I love me a good knife.
Yeah, me too. It's
definitely it's a necessity when it comes to cooking. You got to have a sharp knife.
Yep. And I have a new charcoal friend too in Jealous Devil, so I've been using a lot of Jealous Devil charcoal lately. Loving it.
Awesome. Good stuff. Excellent stuff. Well, Ron, hey, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure and honor to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. We truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day, and I'm definitely going to try to come see you Saturday. That's I can't believe I didn't know about this, or somebody may have told me and I totally forgot. Between Smoke on the Shore and Disney, everything's just kind of a blur. Sure. But yeah, I'm definitely going to come check it out.
I think there was 2 big comps last weekend, right? That one, and there was another really big one too. I think
the American Royal.
No. This just this past weekend.
I think Olathe or something. It was in Missouri. There was a big one there. I don't know. No. But anyways.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyways, but thank you. You're awesome. A saint and a scholar. I truly appreciate it. And we'll have to get you back on here soon. So I truly appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me. So it's always an honor to be asked, and I really enjoyed it. You guys are all right, man. I definitely would love to come back on again.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Awesome. See you,
Thanks, guys. Man, that was cool. Dude, I'm hungry. I just
what a great guy, man.
He's awesome. It was a fun conversation. Definitely, guys. Des, do us a favor. Check him out on YouTube
Please.
and all his socials, because I mean, I promise you, this guy has something. I'm not joking. When I get off of here tonight, I'm going to look at that recipe, because you know how it is, man. Married men, anything I can do to tip the scales in my favor. I mean, I'm gonna do my best. So
whatever I can do, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But guys, that's our show. Like I said, if you like him, please give him a follow. But if you like us, guess what? Give us a follow too. We appreciate it. Follow us on all the socials. Subscribe, follow, send me kisses, whatever. Whatever you're feeling froggy, just go ahead and leap on over here. And make sure you check out Right on Cue every Monday at 7. Keaton, you got anything else to say to the fans?
Man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in with us tonight. I had missed y'all. I was happy to be back. I've been thinking about you all day, Logan. I mean that in the nicest way.
I love it when a man tells me that. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Man.
No. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I miss you guys. I miss you, and I always enjoy talking to you. And guys, like I said, if you're hanging out with us tonight, you're listening to us, there are many beautiful people in the world, but you're more beautiful. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you, TNS. I know we love you, buddy. All right, man. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll have another great episode next week. I will not be here next week, so you'll get to see some wonderful people. AJ and probably Blinky going to be on here holding the fort down. I'll be at Disney.
Before we go, I just want to say congratulations to AJ for GC.
Yes. Smoke on the Shore champ. Dude, killer. He is killer. So proud of him. So proud of shout out Steve, Tremaine, Two Swan Crew, checking it out, holding it down, using Barbecue Bus products. Big fan. And like I said, check out our sponsors. This show is brought to you by Smoky Woods Charcoal and also the Barbecue Bus, all the Barbecue Bus products. Make sure you check those guys out. So, all right, guys, that's our show. As always, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on cue. Later, guys.